Greetings, this is Dr. Carl Golnick, narrating a very short talk, 5 minutes or less, on how to give effective feedback. My objective is that when we're done, you'll be able to define the principles of giving good feedback. There are two kinds of feedback, formative and summative. Formative feedback can be thought of as behavior modification. I like to think of formative feedback as teaching. That's what we're trying to improve our students. That's teaching using good formative feedback. Summative is sort of the test at the end of the course or graduation. It's a different type of feedback, important. Both have their own place. Formative feedback should be frequent and timely. If your dog pees on the rug, you don't scold your dog a week later and say, bad dog, you do it right then. It should be expected and regular, not just once in a great while. It should be based, if possible, on firsthand data and specific situations, and should be designed to improve performance of the student. That's what we're trying to do as educators, versus the summative feedback, have they passed or not. Good constructive feedback should focus on behavior and not the person or their personality. You can use the SMART system, specific comments in small bites, measurable outcomes. The learner must feel they have accountability for what they're trying to do. Realistic recommendations for change, and again, timely, as I mentioned. So some examples. Bad, too general. You're not doing it right. How do they fix that? Versus specific. You can improve your technique by judgmental. Your history was terrible. Versus your history was too long and not focused on the chief complaint. Oh, I can fix that. Personal. You're just not reliable at all about what? Versus behavior. Sometimes you forget to dictate the chart. It's useful because it should point the learner in the right direction and reduce confusion. Make sure they know how they're doing, not that they think how they're doing. It should improve performance and motivate improvement as well. And it should enhance learners at all levels. So feedback's not just for people who aren't doing well and need to improve. It's for someone who's doing well, but you want to make really good. What about failing to give feedback? Well, this can lead to mixed messages, false interpretation, perhaps, by the learner of their own abilities, and ultimately lack of trust in the teacher. So in summary, feedback is crucial. Checklists and rubrics can use to create structure. That's a topic of a different talk. Hopefully I've convinced you to use more feedback in your teaching. If you're interested in this topic, you can look at this link in the QR code to the Ophthalmology Foundation's online teaching skills series. It is free, and you can obtain 3 CFB credits per module, and there are more than 20 modules. But module 2 is on giving effective feedback in more detail. Thank you for your attention.